Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live. We're back again with another live stream. Evening vibes. Obviously, in America, it's a bit different, but listen, you're in the UK, man. You're in the UK, man. Time zone. But listen, shout out to everybody who's here. Make sure you lot smash a like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. That would help massively. We're trying to get to that 95K mark. And then obviously, hopefully reach to 100K, man. But yeah, man, we're here. Got Griggs in the building. Griggs, what are you saying, man? All good?
I'm doing good, bro. I've been off the air last week. I've been moving houses, so I've been a little bit busy and kind of basking my trophy success. I've been basking my trophy success. You know, I'm a Europa Conference League champion, FA Cup champion. So it's been a good week. Weather's been nice, so I've been going out and stuff like that. But Euros are starting next week, so back on the grind starting this weekend and forward. And also make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. You know the drill already.
Come on, man. Big up. Congratulations on your new move, man. Hopefully,
thank you.
You know what I mean? New beginnings, man. You know what I'm saying too. Big up Sheik in the building. Sheik, what are you telling me, man?
Yeah, man, blessed. Appreciate you sending me the invite again to be back on the show. And big up to Ahmed, big up to Griggs as well, and yourself, Saeed. Make sure you guys are running up the likes, man. A lot to talk about. Some great news. I wouldn't say great news, actually. Some shocking news coming out today. But woke up happy. I seen that Kobe Mainu, our star boy, is in the England squad for the Euro. So happy, man. Happy days. Like Greg said, FA Cup high is still there. I probably watched the goal 150 times now. It was like 50 last week. But yeah, we're good, man. Everything's chill. Let's get into it, man. Big up.
Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Big up to you. Big up to as well. AA United TV. Big up to Ahmed. What are you saying, bro? I've been on the channel, I think on a calling show before, man. But big up, man.
Now, big up to you, Saeed, and big up the panel on the comments. Listen, I'm getting Fellaini. Listen, everywhere I go, bro, I'm getting Fellaini, bro. I need
Fellaini, yeah?
Bro, one day it was Mo Salah, bro. The next one's Fellaini. I might need to get rid of it, now. But big up.
Big up Come on, man. Big up, man. Listen, big up to everyone who's locked in. Make sure you like the video. Yeah, man. Footy Judge Mo is hailing you up there saying, man, like Ahmed. Big up Footy Judge Mo each and every time, man. But yeah, man, listen. It's same old with United. Nothing happening right now, but a lot of people spreading fake rumors. You know what I'm saying? The latest one is Pochettino. Apparently, this transfer website tried to out Muppeteers. They said Pochettino is leading the race to be appointed Man United manager if Ineos sack Ten Hag. So everybody, obviously, what happens is everybody runs to it and thinks, yo, Muppeteers, credible source, etc. But when you actually go into it, when what Muppeteers did actually say, was this:
if there's a manager change, I would still my best guess, which is
so there you go, people. He said best guess, by the way,
just slightly informed information would be Pochettino leading the race. It could be a reason for the delay simply because he wasn't available until the final week of the year, and it was sort of a surprise. Obviously of interest, obviously admired, obviously they had discussions with him per the Telegraph.
So there you go, man. So he just had an educated guess, So what happened then was, everyone started to panic and say, oh, we're getting Pochettino. Everybody's like, bro, it wasn't. He was just giving an educated guess. He did say it was an informed one, but again, he just kind of like gave his kind of guess as to maybe they're waiting for Pochettino. Maybe they're doing this, but Griggs, man, I don't think anybody knows, but you know what I mean? I think that's good, though. We wanted that, though. We wanted to be not having leaks and whatnot. You know what I mean? I just think for me, they're doing their due diligence, innit? They must be sorting out something that's important for them to be figuring it out this long, 2 weeks after. But what are you saying, Griggs, about it all?
Obviously, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been on Twitter that much the last few days because I've been kind of just letting the rumors just happen because no one knows anything, to be honest. Even Muppeteers, as reliable as they can be, they have their sources and stuff like that. At the end of the day, like you said, there's no leaks, and obviously we all ask for that. But at the end of the day, we're also people, we're humans, and curiosity is a very big thing in humans. We're always curious, and we want to know what's going on because we all thought the sacking would have happened by now, and every day that it doesn't happen is theoretically a higher chance that he stays, which most people don't want. So at the end of the day, we don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe they're waiting for the Euros to start, the Euro hype to start, so they can kind of slide under the radar to sack Ten Hag and kind of avoid the PR, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. If it's Pochettino, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a downgrade for me, in my opinion. I don't really want Pochettino. I think
facts.
I don't like going back to old managerial targets that we had about 6 years ago. Because Poch has been a target at this football club since like 2016, and that's when he was at his peak. Now, obviously, he did a decent job with Chelsea last year, theoretically, with the squad that they had to finish top 6 and all that kind of stuff. But I just don't. I think he's an outdated manager. He hasn't really involved his game alongside football. So for me, he wouldn't be the guy. But I'm sure Ineos probably appreciated him. Ratcliffe, who's probably watches a lot of Premier League. Ferguson, I know, is a big fan of Poch, and we all know Fergie, whether he has a role at the club or not, his influence will always be within the football club. So it's an interesting target. And yeah, man, she's got to go alongside the rumors now. Not really believe anything until Ornstein tweets it, or until like maybe a Romano tweets it, even though I don't think Romano has that many sources with Ineos, but just got to wait for the decision to happen. And hopefully Jamie Jackson was right, and that the decision will happen this week and not get prolonged any further, because we want clarity. The window opens next Friday. We already lost a couple. We lost a couple targets to Chelsea already. We lost Tosin. I'm like 99% certain that Olise is going Chelsea. So
you think so?
He has a lot of relationships with people at Chelsea, so it's most likely going to happen over there. So that's 2 prime targets already that were like kind of higher on our list. So it's an important summer. So we're gonna have to get business moving.
But it's also kind of like, you know, starting off on the right path. If you don't fully back this manager, you're not going to take a rash approach in it, and then later on find out, you don't align with your vision in terms of transfers. You feel me? That's why I believe they're taking so long, is that they're thinking, we need to analyze, are we going to make the right decision here? And also, whoever is available, you got to get their contract sorted out. You got to find out if they're available. You got to find out if they want to come, sit down with them with the project. You know what I mean? Maybe Ten Hag, you got to get mutually agreed that, we need to part ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, they also took long to get the deal over the line, by the way, to buy Man United, 25%. So they're very, very meticulous in what they do. They don't just take it easy approach. Obviously, Glazers were taking their time as well, but they were also taking their time with bidding Man United. So it just shows you that they have a pattern of being very, very slow with their decisions. You know what I mean? Again, slow. It depends how you interpret it. If you interpret it as being incompetent, then fair enough. But if you interpret it as someone who, is very, 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 very strategic, and they're thoroughly planning out what they want to do, then you've got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? We as fans, I get it. We're impatient, but I always look at it from a point of view of, I'd rather wait knowing that this manager's getting sacked rather than, you know what I mean? Like, if good things come to those who wait in it. And I believe, for me, I'd rather know at the end of it that he did go. You know what I'm saying to you? So that's just the way I kind of look at it. You know what I mean? But Ahmed, what do you think, bro? What's your kind of thinking towards all of this?
Bro, like, everyone's losing their mind, by the way, with this whole manager thing. I'm so relaxed. Genuinely, I'm so relaxed regarding this whole thing. Because, like, the thing is, people need to understand that all the people that we've been linked to with the staff and the recruitment that we got around doing, like, we got that guy, what's it called? Toby Craig, who's a chief communicator. No one knew about him, and he just popped out of nowhere that we just got him. So this whole managerial situation, we was linked to McKenna. We was linked to Tuchel. We was linked to Poch. Like, everyone wants to be first. It's not, I generally think it's not going to be any of those type of managers. It'll be someone who we're not really, it won't be the obvious managers. Like, people are losing their mind. Like, let them do their structure, yeah? Because that's what everyone wanted. Everyone's losing their mind. Like, just relax. Like, they've been doing so many things behind the scenes. The wages as well. I saw some tweet talking about how Kobe is going to be getting 60k a week. If that was under Woodward, we'd be slashing 160 on him straight away off the bat. We're getting rid of Casemiro as well. Big wages. Varane, big wages. Martial, big wages. They've got so much things to do. And the problem with the fan base is that they're so impatient. They want everything to happen because they're in love with Ten Hag. They're in love with the guy, so they want him to stay so badly. So the manager situation is patterned up like it's. I genuinely think they've already made a decision, and it's just a matter of time. Because Pochettino, like, he's not, like Greg said, he's not done a great job at Chelsea. His football isn't really that good. He peaked when he was at Tottenham. I mean, he joined PSG as well. Like, bro, he got Messi only bagged about 6 goals under Pochettino, so it's not like he was doing wonders there. He didn't even win the league title. So yeah, man, like it'll be linked with someone who who don't really know. It might be someone completely different. So yeah, man, I'm calm with the whole Pochettino thing. We're not gonna get Pochettino, man.
No,
Like,
no, man's got a soccer to sort out, man. You know what I'm saying? That's his level now, man. You know what I mean? Like, nah, it's true though. It's true, man. I think for me, everybody's agitated, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to trust whoever's in there. You know what I mean? There was a tweet today saying, "Oh, you know, we wanted no leaks at the football club. Now we don't have leaks. Fans are complaining." Do you know what I mean? So you can't win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't win ultimately. You know what I mean? You cannot win. It's as simple as that.
Bro,
why is this Pochettino? Why is this guy's name?
So basically,
it's in the Muppeteers.
Yeah, they gave their opinion, right, as to it could be that maybe they're looking at Pochettino, and then everyone ran with that story, and then everyone's now panicking that it's Pochettino when it's not really Pochettino. It's basically as estimated guess. You know what I mean? That they thought that maybe they might be waiting for Pochettino. So that's why everyone just come out with a story, and then obviously the Transfer Live basically put it out that, you know, Pochettino was going to become the next manager if they sacked Ten Hag. So
no. Personally, I'd rather keep Ten Hag than get Poch.
Swear down.
Wallahi, I swear down. I'm not even joking. On my life, I'd rather keep
I
Ten Hag.
agree with that too.
Yeah, I agree too. If they're the only two options, then yes, I'd probably.
Yeah, he had a bad year, man. Bad year. Like at Chelsea, bro.
Underachieved.
Yeah, 100%, man. And it was a football as well, man. I didn't really enjoy the football. I mean, well, he wasn't really present. Cole Palmer really had them like killing it. You know what I'm saying to you? So, but again, like I said to you, I don't think it will be him, because why would you take this long to go and get Pochettino? Why would you go and do that? You know what I mean? You're not going to take all this long just to go and get Pochettino. That don't make sense for me. You know what I mean? Like, it for me, don't make sense. You see what I mean?
No, I agree. I agree on that one. I just need this saga to hurry up though. Like, it's not like I'm not patient or anything like that. I think I'm quite patient sometimes, not all the time. It's the 6th of July. Yeah. No, June, sorry.
No, June.
Yeah, July would be an issue.
Yeah, I was going to say, July, then I would be, I would be like, yo,
it's the 6th of June. It's just, I need this. I need this decision to hurry up. I thought my guess would have been by either the weekend or Monday. And then now Wednesday or Friday. It's like, you know, we say this, it hits tomorrow, and there's not going to be enough. Bro, let's put it like this. I already got thumbnails ready. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm waiting. Like, I'm tired of this. But I like the players that we're at least linked with, because regardless of the manager situation, there's players that it goes to show the recruitment doing something. Kirkez is one of them.
Yeah.
You know, Yoro's another one that's quite concrete now. Whether he chooses us or not. I don't know how you want to take Inacio, but all these other players, I like the profiles, but hurry up, go grab one of them. You know, they're talking about, they're saying Kirkez, they say, they want an important fee, but I'm thinking their important fee is like 25 million.
That's not bad though for a left back.
Yeah, It's
all I'm saying, speaking of Bournemouth, by the way, I heard Dom Solanke has a release clause at around like 60 million. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Where
now? Yeah, that come out today.
That came out today. It's like 65 million.
60 million? What?
60 million. Man.
That's crazy, man. Nah, that's crazy.
I am there.
What?
You pay 60 million for Solanke?
Absolutely.
Tony, 50 million.
Yeah, it's 10 mil. What's the difference?
What do you mean? What's the difference? This is Man United.
Difference in player. Big difference in player too.
Don't worry about it.
He's worth about, for me,
I'll start a GoFundMe. Don't worry.
35, 40 million a max. No more than that. 35 to 40 million max. Because you've got to remember the current market is rubbish. You know what I mean? And you got to also understand his English, you know what I mean, and whatnot. And you know what I mean? Like he scores goals in the Premier League. But he's only had one great season and he's 27 now.
He's prime age.
He's literally flopped. He's literally flopped at Chelsea and Liverpool as well, by the way.
He was 17, 18.
He flopped at Chelsea and Liverpool. Like, I saw Danny Ings bagging goals in the Premier League for 20 goals.
The guy was young.
Danny Ings was bagging goals. Ben Checker was bagging goals. Like, bro, come on.
He was a kid. He was like 18.
Do you know how long ago he left Liverpool?
That was time ago.
Like 6 years.
It's 5 years ago.
Bournemouth is his level, by the way. He's not.
That's what I'm saying, man. Some people you gotta understand that's your level, man.
Okay, what if Brentford is Ivan Toney's level?
Ivan Toney is twice the player Solanke is.
I think overall game, Tony's got a better game.
He's got way more to his game.
It's got way
Twice?
more
Does he
to
really?
it.
Twice
Yeah,
the
I think
level.
so.
Way more
Twice the
to his
level.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, twice. It's not even
All I'm gonna
close.
say, no. 'Cause Ivan Toney has had one good year in the Premier League last year, and Dom Solanke has had one good year in the Premier League.
The first year he got 12, 13 goals, and then the second year he got I think he got 20 goals. So he's had
So
2
did
good
Dom,
years.
so did Dom Solanke.
Yeah,
Dom
but the
Solanke had
thing is-
19 goals this season.
Yeah, but the thing
Like
is,
8 assists, like 5 assists.
You're
That's
talking
a
about
good team.
Solanke and Brent. You're talking about Solanke and Ivan Toney. We've seen Solanke with a top club. We've not seen Toney in a top club. So
No,
how
I've seen 18-year-old Dom Solanke at a top club. I haven't seen 26-year-old Dom Solanke at a top club. That's two different things.
bro.
It's a kid who was a kid, by the way, who was a wonder kid. He was a wonder kid that was touted to be one of the best strikers in England. He won the under-17 World Cup with Adoy, Foden, and them guys. He made the big move a little bit too early, which is we see in football happen all the time. He went back down to the lower levels. He reinvented his game, and he's made the right process now. He went back. He went to Bournemouth. He bagged. He went from the Championship to the Premier League with them, put his stats up, and now that's how football works. Now it's time for his big move again to redeem himself at a big club. And I think for me, Man United is probably the best process for that because we're in a rebuild situation ourselves. We're not in a win-now mode, so that kind of pressure won't be upon him. The fee will be, but I think he has a chance. And also that, for me, Ivan Toney, I've always said this, Ivan Toney looks best in a two-striker formation. Dom Solanke, I have seen Dom Solanke be a low 9 at Bournemouth over the last 2 years, make his teammates better while also getting his own stats. Ivan Toney, I've seen him play next to Mbomo for 3 years. I've seen him play next to Wissa for 3 years with a guy next to him. What about when he has to play by himself? That's two different things.
Now, I think for me, though, the one thing about Ivan Toney, what I like though, he's got the fundamentals. He's got the control. He's got he can carry. Not saying he's not a ball carrier in a sense, but he can hold up the play. His touch is quite good. He's sound. You know what I mean? So he's got the raw attributes and good finisher as well, and set pieces as well. He's unbelievable. So I look at his raw attributes, and I think you could go and get him for about 40 million as well. I don't think he's going to be costing 60, 70 million. Like a lot of people say, no, it's going to cost you this. I reckon you're going to get him for like 40 million. You know, if you negotiate well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I don't know. I look at him and I think for me, Solanke, you know, he runs the channels. He's more of it's similar to Watkins, you know, man. Runs the channels, you know, transition demon, you know what I mean? But as a thing, I'm not sure. But again, bro, if we get Solanke, then we get Solanke, innit? You know what I mean? I'm not against Solanke.
It's not gonna happen. We're not even linked with him. I just threw the name out there.
Oh yeah, we're not linked with him.
I don't think we get Solanke. Yeah. Guys played for Liverpool. There's probably a slim chance that he'd come to United, to be honest. But
yeah.
Don't worry
It
about
also,
that.
it also depends on the style of play that the manager's going to go with, innit? Because
That's a shocking take,
That's
by the
true.
way.
what you mean?
I said
Garassi's not better than Tony and
Nah, Garassi, bro. I'm telling you now, bro. The guy, yeah. Have you seen half of his finishes? It's like bobbling off the ground, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
he's a box striker. He's a box striker.
yeah, man. I can't lie. Garassi one. He's
20 mils is great. 20 mils is a great price, by the way.
Of course.
Price, but he's not better than Tony and
yeah, he reminds me of like Boniface. I wouldn't want Boniface as well.
Yeah, you understand. Man United Brexit means Brexit. We're going to go and get one of these guys that can hold up the England international badge. Simple as that.
Bro, I'm not trying to see players like Watkins and Solanke, bro. Like I just think just stay at their current clubs, and I just think that's their level, man. Like when I look at Ivan Toney, you made some good points, Saeed, like his fundamentals. You know, he can bully defenders. Like we've got Højlund, who's literally fallen over like half the time in it, despite his size. So we're bringing an experienced guy, and look, he's not had the privilege of working with better players. Put in a good player with better players around him, he'll start cooking. Like I said, Ivan Toney is a good player because I saw bet Arsenal fans. Because I see Arsenal fans talking about bring Ivan Toney when he was back in last season. Now all of a sudden he's dead. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I know, man.
You know, we're talking about better players. We're talking about better players. Do we even have a better winger than Mbomo on our team?
Hi, listen, you're taking it. Ahmad and them man are good, man. Do you know what I mean?
All right, Ahmad's played like 5 games. So Højlund hasn't even started a game with Ahmad yet. So like we can't really use that as measuring stick. Tony's played with Mbomo for 3 years.
Mbomo's good.
Say Rashford.
Mbomo's good.
You can say Rashford, but like I just think obviously Højlund, we'll see what happens next year and stuff like that. By the way, Ivan Toney finished the year without scoring in like 13 games.
Yeah,
go do that for Man United. See what the talk's gonna be.
No, but I feel like for me though, you're gonna be in a different environment though. The way they play Brentford sometimes though is so negative, man. they play so defensive here sometimes, that they hardly come out their box, man. And you can't be having that if you're a striker. You need to be feeding off chances. You can't be scrapping for chances, man.
He has his. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say he had his highest goal. He had his highest goal scoring season, and guess who was in that same team? Ericsson. Just saying, when he was creating.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Ericsson, bro.
Last year was his highest goal scoring year.
No, I'm saying when he had Ericsson. No, it was the season before that. Last season he bagged 20 goals. The season before that, I think he bagged like 14 or something. But what I'm saying is, with better players, his numbers go up. Brentford's team is not the same as like the other teams like the past season. So the proof is there. Like just because he's not bagging goals, it doesn't mean his quality has just dipped. That's what I was trying to say. But go on, Saeed. Go on.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, man. I just think for me, like, bro, right now United, it's not about names, man. It's about profiles, isn't it? We got to get into our heads here, like. These kind of names, like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, that's why I don't want to be going to Benjamin Sesko and them, man. You know what I mean? Because it's just names, bro. We're just like, it's just a sexy name, you know what I'm saying? Whereas Tony can offer you similar and more, but you know what I mean? You kind of like, but he's 28 and he's, you know what I mean? He's just come off a ban and he hasn't scored. But at the end of the day, bro, we just need to see quality, man. We just need to see goals in the Premier League. Big up Emmanuel says, allow the Solanke prop. We don't want any ex-Scousers overrated bums at our clubs. Grizz got to go with this take. I big up Emmanuel says, Adewale says, either Tony better than Solanke and Watkins. Stop it. I think Watkins, though, man. Watkins deserves a little bit more respect, though. I can't lie, man. Like you know what it is with Watkins, yeah? The only thing is with Watkins, though, is that if you don't give him space, he's ineffective, though, man. Let's be honest. Like he's all about he's all about pacing behind and transition. That's why you got to respect Unai Emery, man. Unai Emery has given him, bro, the channel, run the channels, go who. He's like, he plays left wing, right wing. He's given a lot of freedom to Ollie Watkins. I'll be real with you. You gonna say something there, Kaz?
Yeah, I'm not. I think Aston Villa, that's your club, man. Yeah, I don't think he does anything more at a bigger club. What is it, like 28, 29? Like that's his stature, innit? In my opinion, I don't really appreciate the way
28. Why is 28 considered old, man? Like,
no, not like that, because they'll be asking for a massive price, like 100 million and stuff like this. And
they won't. Trust me.
What do you mean?
For Watkins,
they will.
Watkins 100 million. Nah, man.
Bro, they're
Saeed, they're gonna play Champions League football next year. Watkins is a crucial.
Sorry. I thought you meant Tony. My bad.
I think he's
sorry.
I think he's quality, but I don't think the thing is when I look at it, unfortunately, I think you're a top striker. But it's like back in the day, there was many top strikers like Les Ferdinand and all that, but they reached their ceilings at certain clubs, and I think that's just his ceiling. I don't think you go Arsenal move the needle. I don't think he's the guy. I don't think Watkins is a big game player either. In my opinion, I need someone that's gonna.
I can't lie. He is though.
No, I don't think so, man. I think he goes. As much as he scored his goals. It's the same thing that when people want to rave about Bruno Fernandes.
He scored against Tottenham. He scored against Arsenal. Did he not score against Liverpool?
I don't think so, man.
Yeah, man.
I don't think so. I don't think so. He plays with two up front more time as well, which we don't play. I think he's a good asset. Don't get me wrong.
We missed out on this one, by the way. We missed out on Zerky.
You know, he's Milan bound, by the way.
The thing is, the GA stuff. Yeah, it's the same thing where people cuss Bruno Fernandes for. It's the same thing with Watkins. Go look at some man's performances. Yeah, they're not as brilliant, as bright as you man think. Do you get what I mean? Like, he's not as good as people think. He goes missing a lot. Yeah, and I wouldn't want him. Maybe somewhere like Arsenal where he would thrive in, maybe because it's a bit of a different situation. I don't know, but for the price that they would ask for, at his age that they ask for, and for what I think his ceiling goes past that, nah, man, not for me.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I think Liverpool are the only big club he could play for because they kind of suit his style, just like the quick transition, the run the channels. Like a Darwin Nunez, for example, he's a better version. You could say. Like,
can I ask you a question? Yeah,
they said yesterday. Watkins.
Yesterday, me and Rance were having a discussion, And by the way, Bologna are giving 40 million release clause. I think Bayern Munich get a little bit of a cut, but yeah, listen, this is crazy, man. Fair play to Milan, man. Milan, the thing is with Milan, though, man, apart from Giroud, most of their strikers end up flopping, man. Have you noticed Piatek? They've had a couple of strikers, that have really flopped over the years. Like they've had so many strikers.
Zlatan left. They had a striker curse. He came back, and he was their best striker since Zlatan.
Yeah, you know, sister. Like that man careers, like they kill strikers off, man.
A bit like Austin, isn't it? But what's it called?
Yeah,
is it Aren't they meant to be
Silva,
getting?
yeah.
Aren't they meant to be getting another player, another striker they were linked to recently as well? There was another player that was meant to replace Giroud that were linked with.
Who?
Why can I not? I can't think of it. I thought they were already having their striker situation sorted, but maybe they're getting
No.
Apparently, like Sesko wanted them, but I guess Milan didn't want to pay up.
Nah, it was someone else, man. It was someone else. I think he's going down.
David. Was it Jonathan David?
Was it? Maybe.
Jonathan
I don't
David.
know.
Yeah, I think it was,
Because the Lille coaches, because they're getting the Lille coach, Francesca.
Yeah.
He's going there. So
yeah. Guys, there's nearly 700 people in here. Make sure you lot are liking the video, man. Let's get to 400 likes, man. ASAP. Thumbs up button helps the channel massively. Big up to everyone who's locked in. You know what I was going to say, yeah? Like, imagine United playing with a false nine system. This is why I'm looking at certain players like Depay and them, man, yeah? Which people might not like, yeah? Now, I know, listen, hear me out, but false nine. You got even people like Dybala around. You got, you know what I mean? There's going to be a couple of players that are not necessarily strikers, but they can play now.
That makes up.
No, but
makes up for it.
Cunha, false nine. You know what I mean? It could be the era of false nines. Arsenal play with a false nine. Even Jackson, let's be honest, man. He don't really play as a striker. He runs off the channels. He goes left. He goes right. He comes central. He doesn't really stay up front. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me, this whole kind of thing that you necessarily need a striker to score goals. If we have a system and it works well, and we have wingers that come in and chip in with goals, it might help Rashford as well. I think Rashford suits a striker that's a facilitator rather than an out-and-out number 9. You know, because he's so selfish that he don't want to look out for other people. He'd rather be the guy that runs on the outside, like with Weghorst. Remember, Weghorst would come in central areas and then come around, and then he'd score goals like that. That's what I believe he would do. I mean, people don't like it, but he's available, man. Like I'm saying, for free. Why is it bad business? Free transfer. Why is it bad business?
Again, like Saeed, it all just goes back to the point that it just depends on, you know, our structure and bringing in the right manager to play the right style of play. That's because all these names that we take, Watkins, Tony, they're all great names. They're all, you know, additions that we can add to our club. But at the end of the day, it'll all depend on whether we play the right style of play for those type of players. And that's why, you know, all these links that I hear about players, I'm kind of convinced that the decision's been made, because there's no reason we would try to go for certain profiles if we don't even know what style of play we're going to play next summer. So I feel like they've targeted a manager. They're probably just trying to get all that stuff done. And that's why they're going for certain players. And the decision's taking long for whatever reason. But yeah, I've said this before too, is like, I'm cool with whatever player we sign as long as, you know, if they've all sat down and they're like, yes, this player fits the style of play that we want, the right profile, then I'm all for it, because that's what we've got this structure for, right? In the past, we've just signed players for whatever reason, name, like hype, price, TikTok clips, you know, someone slide tackling Mbappe, and we go on and just sign them, like shit like that. So it's like everyone sit down, you know, have a good on discussion of how you're trying to play next year, and go ahead and identify those profiles, and I'm all for it. That's really just what it is.
But you know what it is though? People the thing is, with this fan base as well, they care too much about who gets the goals and the assists. That's why they want to keep playing.
Facts.
They care too much. They care too much. All I'm saying to you is, bro, I'd even take a player like Joao Felix in it if he was to play in this false nine. Because the thing is, Arsenal, I don't like Arsenal. I don't like giving them prop. This is the only prop you're getting. But last season, when you lot were bagging goals, they were getting goals from everywhere. They were getting goals from everywhere. Saka, Martinelli,
striker.
Exactly. So the thing is, we've got Højlund. He's not good enough to be starting. He literally operates best when he's literally got space to run into and off the bench.
Yeah. Did you see him yesterday? He was cooking yesterday for Denmark.
But you can even play. You can even play it, Felix, with a Højlund. It works.
Yeah,
it's an option. It's an option. An option.
But that's why you got to get rid of Bruno, man. I told you, Bruno's a problem, man. People don't want to hear it, but he's got a position that. Again, it's like, yo, man, you could have 2 8s.
Yeah, you'd have to have a specialist 6'8". That's why we struggled to come up with names when we on these debate shows. But sorry, Ahmed.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, people care too much. I genuinely could not care less. I'm all about the team performing and playing good football. I couldn't care less who gets the assist or the goals. I'm not even a big fan of Rashford. Or I think if we have players if we have creators like Sancho, creating, and we've got like a guy who can drop in deep, and then you've got a runner in Rashford who's getting in behind, then he can get the goals. Like, it's all about getting the best out of the players that you have in your display. It's not about because I know, Griggs, you talked about Elise. Like, I think Elise, I think Elise I think he's a great player. I want him at United, but let's say if we don't get him, it's not like we don't have right wingers. We've got Diallo who can play there. We've got Sancho who can play there. It's not the end of the world if we don't get him.
I'm with you. I don't think I don't think wingers are priority, but again, you know what I mean. I just don't like Chelsea, innit?
Oh,
you know what I mean, bro?
I mean, that's why we do have a priority for like wingers. We do need at least one more winger because at the end of the day we are thin at the position. But yeah, I mean the false nine. I like Mateus Cunha. That's the first link this summer.
Bro, I've been telling people, man. Get on it, man. Get on it.
That has moved because not like he's great.
We were linked with him. We were linked with him before he went to Wolves.
2 years ago.
2022. Yeah, I remember when TalkSport dropped the
bro.
bro.
They said it was agreed defeat. Remember?
Yeah. They jumped the gun on that. But
I like that first game against Wolves. He was absolutely running past us in that first game.
He killed us.
He killed us.
I think he's a great player.
All you need to be is a proper like athlete, yeah. With a bit of a burst about you, and whatnot, and a bit of strength. You're cooking on it. You're cooking us all the way through. That's why we struggle all the time. All the time.
I like to link with him. I don't want Memphis to play at the football club. That's a no for me. Joao Felix, I think Joao Felix is a false footballer.
Why?
Wow, that's big.
I think he's quality. I think he's
a footballer. He's a good footballer, man.
On the eye, he's good, but he is the least effective guy I've ever seen. Because when it's time for Joao Felix to create the chance, I promise you, he's gonna try a ball roll instead.
I hear you in that part.
I remember watching him for Chelsea, and he had so many opportunities to play the killer pass.
He had a great debut.
He had a great debut. That's great for him. One good game, and I saw him for 6 months, and he was shit for about 5 of them.
I think that red card killed his momentum, man. I think he had that red card
because even then, if you talk about Joao Felix, Antoine Griezmann's available, has a release clause for about 20 mil. Go bring him in because that's a player that I think
I'm with you for that.
We should have had about 6 years ago. Paulo Dybala for 12 mil. Paulo Dybala is a much better player than Joao Felix, for example. Those kind of players that are similar profiles, but for me are much more effective. Dybala is obviously injury prone, so you probably can't.
Dybala is just injury prone. Yeah,
but like Griezmann, for example, whether it's let's say Felix is available for 30 mil, Griezmann the same price. I know who I'm taking between those two. I don't care that Joao Felix is 10 years younger. Antoine Griezmann still today is a much better player, and he'll be a better player next year.
12 million.
Yeah, 12 million.
Yeah, but 12 million, whatever it is. So that's what I just thought.
Let me read these couple of super chats here. I don't know what Pies have said, but yeah. Vlahovic, he's not that bad. I've always been a fan of Vlahovic. I'll always rave about Vlahovic. I think he's a good striker, but again, we got Højlund instead, so it is what it is. If you want someone to link up and score goals and assist, Antoine Griezmann, he's had an amazing season with Fletty. I think he's their top goal scorer as well, isn't it? Ever in their history.
He's staying there. Man. He's staying there.
Anthony Lefeur. What a name, he says. We're signing Zerki AC Milan because we need a striker who can keep up with Pulisic and Leal's runs. I can get on the end of their passes to score. But is he not more of a link, man? From what I've seen he's more of a guy like a Harry Kane kind of role. You know, the Harry Kane that drops in, spreads the roll around. So I don't know, Anthony Lefeur, if you're misprofiling him there, because he can score goals, but at the same time, he's more that comes in deep, collects it, sprays a ball. You know what I mean? Link up, chest down, right? Let me put it to your feet. You know what I'm saying to you? So I don't know. Mariam says, give Højlund time. Yeah, we are, man. I think for me, we are. You know what I mean? I think he'll talk about him. Man's talking about Felix like he's a Garnacho outrageous. Listen, man, leave Garnacho alone, man.
No, I think Felix is a decent player. He's the type of guy I can't trust every game.
Yeah.
He's not reliable.
Yeah.
How much he asking for?
Someone called him what happened?
A lot of money.
How much they asking for him? That's the better question.
It can't be that much. He don't want to be there, and they try.
He don't want to be there.
So it can't be that much.
Barcelona getting him anyway. Him and Cancelo, they're sorting out the deals.
Anyway. No. Don't believe this Laporta gaslighting. Where's this guy pulling his money from? He can't even register Flick on the books.
Bro, it's that.
Hey, he's gonna create his own economic levers, man. He's gonna create his own economic levers again.
That's it.
He's gonna do that shit again.
Yeah, he's gonna do it again, man. This lever, I don't know. Are they not like on their 30th lever or something, man?
I swear before he said that, I didn't even know that thing existed. I didn't even know what an economic lever was before he started saying shit like
that. Bro, I swear down, man. Them levers, bro. I'm like, how many levers have you got, man?
But yeah, Joao Felix, bro. I can't trust that guy, man. I rate him. I think he's a decent player, but I think someone called him a fair weather player. But you don't know what Joao Felix you're gonna get on any given day.
You know what?
I don't like players like
It's not
that.
even being bad for Barcelona. The thing is, like,
I've got a name. I've got a name. If De Zerbi comes here, I don't know if you guys know him. Joao Pedro.
Oh yeah.
Baller. I'm telling you now. You know, I'm not saying, you know what I mean, like the new Martial kind of feeling and whatnot, but I'm saying, like, in terms of like technically, like proper, like he's good to watch in terms of like the way he plays and that. And again, bit of a false nine, doesn't really stay up front. He can link up the play, can play on either side of the left or the right. I can't lie, for me, he's a guy that I think if De Zerbi comes in, I reckon he'll want to go buy him, because I think he bought him as well, didn't he, last season? He's the one that got him from who did he come from again?
Watford.
Yeah.
You know
what I mean? And I think for me, he'll force the move. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at some Brighton players as well that might come through. You know what I mean? From Brighton as well, if he ends up coming.
Bring Matej Cunha, man. That's all you gotta do, man.
That's what,
if the Derby's bringing some players from Brighton, bring me a Stupinian, left back. I take him over Luke Shaw and all that. I'm trying to think of some other players too, but again, it goes on to the same thing. Is like I'm all for the. Yeah, he does have a bad record.
Brazil rate him highly. All right, big up, man. Big up. Told you. You know what I mean?
I'm for this.
By the way, if you ask Brazilians who they don't rate, they'll tell you Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is the most hated man in Brazil. They rate every striker but him. I don't know, but they hate him over there.
Damn, man, that's crazy.
The Flamengo fans took him.
I think what we need to do is get a similar profile to Martial, man, who can also bag goals.
Yeah,
that's what we need, because the thing is, like, there's a lot of revisionism with Martial, like injuries, this, injuries that. Even last season, by the way, like every time he's been in the team, we play better we just play better overall. The win percentage goes higher. He creates more chances for the wingers. He's not selfish either. So that's what we need. If we can get someone like, that's why I said Joao Felix. Memphis Depay is a good shout as well. I don't care if he's 30 years old at the end of the day. Like, he's still got it. So them type of players. Joao Pedro, I'll take him as well, man. Because if we do get De Zerbi, by the way, he's going to start playing will be amazing. Like, he'll get players like Sancho doing well. So yeah,
I'd rather not do business with Brighton. I'll be honest.
Yeah, me neither. Unless you bring me a Dingro, that winger, the Ivorian. I like him a lot.
I don't know, man. He's a bit frustrating, man. He's frustrating, man. Every time I watch him, his final ball is always like, yo, do you know what I mean, bro? So I don't know, man. He said, we are weird individuals. Most people don't like Neymar in here because of his pitch stuff. It's out of his pitch stuff. Yeah, man. Neymar gets too disrespected, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's mad. It's mad. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, listen, I don't know right now, innit? All we know right now is that obviously we haven't got the manager in, but we are linked with a few guys in it. You feel me? But it's also about getting the players out as well. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool are getting Edison Fairs. No way. Edison from Atalanta. Why are they getting him? Oh yeah, you know what? To be fair, they'll be getting because Endo was kind of a one season kind of thing, innit? Yeah, they make 45 million offer apparently for Edison.
Bro, they need midfield.
He's like a Fred, you know. He's like a Fred, man. Similar to Fred, you know, just runs around.
And now
Edison.
See that there? Yeah, that's getting me hot. Because you know what? As much as it's just like it's just a rumor, right? It's only just a rumor, right? So a good player, man. I said he's literally an injected version of Fred. Like, honestly, that's what Fred was meant to be. Obviously a different right-footed version. Look at
even the way he's like, you can sell, like, obviously he's right-footed and that, but look at the way, that's what Fred used to do. You know, when you just literally just like lift it up, you know what I mean, and then move away from you.
Good composure, good player, man. And he's not even that much money. They only want 50 million for him or something like that.
Yeah. It looks more of an 8 than a 6 to me, man. Looks more of an 8 than a 6 to me.
He's not a 6.
No, you know, I think that's the world of football we're going into now, innit? It's the hybrid bit of the 8/6.
Yeah.
The destroyer thing is not the it thing as much unless you got two real good technicians that can attack and defend at the same time. So I think he's something that I would like. You got to think. We always think about someone that can pair with someone like Kobe and do a lot. It's a bit like McAllister. What do you need around McAllister? You need legs and good defensive work. Someone that can get about the pitch. Same thing with Kobe. Same thing with Kobe. We need this. We need that sort of player.
They're selling Figgy as well, man. Cooper Myers. to Juventus.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Juventus. One thing about Juventus, they don't really go wrong with midfielders, man. They got Locatelli. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
they've only
only
the American guy though. The American guy.
They play Western.
But they're getting. Guess what they're getting though?
Yeah.
They're trying to get Mama from Villa and a swap deal.
Douglas Luiz.
Douglas Luiz. That's a sky. No
Luiz.
wonder why they're backing the Man City thing, because in what world do you say, you know what, Monchi, I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna bring you Douglas Luiz, I'll give you, and then Juventus says, yeah, we'll give you Weston McKennie and cash, and you're like, and then Monchi's like, you know what, that might be a great deal. Now that if you're telling me that's not fishy, you need to tell me what else of it is, because that's disgusting. They're even rating this guy at 60 million.
Well, the thing is, Villa needs to sell
McKennie?
as well. Villa needs to sell before June 30th to meet FFP. They have to sell players, so that's why I think they're looking to get rid of Douglas Luiz.
And they got
I
rejected.
don't think they want to. Yeah, I really don't think they want to.
Profit and sustainability, so they're fucked.
Exactly. Yeah,
man.
They gotta sell before June 30th by the end of this month. So yeah, we'll probably see Douglas Luiz leave by the end of this month. To be honest, probably to Juventus. Yeah,
I saw his link to Fofana as well from Monaco. I don't know if you lot have seen him.
Sesko. I'm all there, man. I'm there, man. Sesko, Fofana.
Wrong Fofana, Saeed. Wrong Fofana.
Sorry, Yusuf Fofana. I keep getting it wrong.
That one went over to Saudi, didn't he?
Saudi, man.
He's
He went there too early, man. He went there too early for me. Do you know what I mean? He was a good player, man, at Lons. But you know what I mean? They went in there, man. But I think for me, that Fofana in a double pivot sounds for me the most easiest kind of combination.
20 million.
You know what I mean? But then again, I don't know if you see the news about Everton, you know what I mean, with the situation where they have to sell players, Newcastle, you know, I think who else is it? Is it Fulham in that list as well?
No,
Forest apparently.
It's Forest.
Forest.
I'm just mad that Wolves are not part of that list. I'm very disappointed. I'm very sad.
Yeah, no, but they got their own issues, man. I'm telling you, they've got their own issues. You know, they've had to raise their season ticket prices by a whopping 16%. 16%.
All I'm saying is, let me talk to Ratcliffe real quick, and I'll give him a pen. We could go fund Wolves' new stadium if we have to. Just go get me like 3 other players, and we'll be fine, man. Just go get me Cunha, go get me Art Nuri, and go get me one of Joao Gomez or Pedro Neto, and life is good, man. Life is good.
I hear you.
Of course.
Yeah.
The injury's a little concern, but
injury's a little concern for Pedro Neto, but he's quality. Yeah.
You know what's
it's my kind of winger though.
What I'm saying is, like, with Radcliffe, because he owns 25%, and he used to own Nice as well. There's so much talent in France because people like to shit on the league.
The best talents there.
Chouameni from Madrid was in France. Camavinga, even Fabinho was there. So just go scout players there. By the way,
I think that's the best league to scout. You know what I mean? I think for me, don't get me wrong, the German league is okay, but I think it's the French league is it's on a different level as well. You've got players, you've got clubs that they don't have no money, bro. Listen, I'm being serious. Like, French clubs don't have any money. They don't. Their TV deals is one of the worst in the world. You know what I mean? Apart from PSG, their TV deals are rubbish.
They just lost Mbappe. Imagine how bad
they lost Mbappe. Oh my god! I beg to. I swear down. That league's gonna become so irrelevant. It's gonna be, honestly, I swear down. The championship might be exciting more than Ligue 1 next season. You know what I mean? Let's be real. Like. Yo,
by the way, apparently, Chelsea are in for Julian Alvarez. By the way,
I seen that too.
That was
the Gaston Abdul guy.
Bro, listen to me. Yeah, I seen. The hidden club in Chelsea. Yeah, I just seen that right now. Yeah. You know what's mad? Yeah, I was on a show this morning, my Saeed TV Daily. Yeah, and guess what it said? It said, that Ralph Rangnick tried to go and get Vlahovic, Alvarez, or who was the other one?
It was Caicedo.
No, there was another one. It wasn't Caicedo. It was another guy.
Caicedo was a year before.
Year before. Yeah. It was someone else. And he sent it to the club. He recommended, but they said at the time they didn't need him. They didn't want him.
Was
Bro,
Darwin Núñez.
Was it not Luis Diaz?
No. Luis Diaz, yes.
Oh, Luis Diaz.
There you go, Luis Diaz. I think Luis Diaz would have cooked at United, man. I swear down, man. I don't really rate him in a sense.
I don't rate him though. Yeah, I don't rate him.
I think it would have been a decent little buy, though. You know what I mean? At the time when reality was, we only had Rashford at that time. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. So, Yo, man, Chelsea. You know what it is with them though? They don't really have a recruitment plan. They're just going wherever the win sales, man. I'm not even trying to hate on them yet, but bro, what's their transfer strategy? Oh, a player is not happy and he wants more minutes. Oh, let's go and get him. Like this, like you know what? Chelsea, man's a weird club, you know, man. They're just buying anyone who's available or anyone whoever wants him. You know what I mean? They did it with Caicedo and Lavio. You know what I mean? Like, broski, like, do you man have a transfer strategy? Like, are you just doing a scattergun approach?
Their like strategy is a little questionable, but I do like credit them for how quickly they do their business.
Yeah, they're quick. Yeah,
they're
of course.
quick when they do their business. Like if they identify who they want, they're quick to go get him. That's why I feel like Olise is probably going to go to Chelsea, just because we're probably not going to be all over it the way Chelsea are going to be, and they're going to sign him. It's just going to do it quick. So that's why I feel like Olise will probably go to Chelsea. But yeah, you're right. Like their strategy is a little questionable, but I credit them for how swift they move and how quick they move. But yeah.
Bro, it just screams desperation to me, by the way, because these lot are desperate. Because you got to understand.
It does, yeah.
They've sacked about how many managers have they sacked now with Bowley? Is it 3 or 4?
Like 4, yeah, probably 4 managers. They had 3 in one season. Like they had they had Potter, they had Lampard, they also had Tuchel.
Six managers. And they know how to sell. This is what United don't know how to do. One thing I will give credit to Chelsea is that they know how to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because they know how to sell. You know them ones there? They know how to sell, yeah? So that's what I give them credit for, a lot of credit for. They can sell well. United, and they'll sell Conor Gallagher for 50 million. They'll sell Maatsen, if they do sell him, for 35 million. That's his release clause.
So Mount to us.
They sell Mount to us. You know what I mean? Mount, they'll sell, who else is going to leave? I think Sterling's staying. Madueke, if they end up selling him and they go and get Olise, they'll sell him or they'll loan him. You know? Who else is out there? They'll sell players, innit? Like that's what they're good at, man. And unfortunately, United are just not good at that. You know, we'll find out, you know, from Ineos, if we can actually sell up these players. Broha, he'll go for around 30 million, Broha. You know, so
crazy.
It's not ideal for us. You get me? I want to be better. I want to do better, but at the same time, what can you do, man? You know what I'm saying to you? What can you do? You got to leave, and also you got to get these players out as well. These guys just don't want to leave, bro. At least with Conor Gallagher, like he might flirt with the club and say, "Yo, Wagwan." These brothers, like, did they actually want to leave? Maguire and McTominay, did they want to leave? I don't know, man.
Hey, Chelsea, if you're a really good selling club, sell us Trevor Chalobah, man. Come on, make it happen. Give us Trevor Chalobah.
I'm with you on that one, you know.
Yeah. Give us Trevor Chalobah, man.
Yeah. 25 mil, can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong. He's an immediate upgrade on Lindelof. Immediate. Who will actually play and actually do well too. Why? Like, we're just going to keep
But then again, do you want him as first choice or backup, though?
No, he's a squad player. I think he's a squad player. But I think he could play right back. He could play center back. He could fit into other different positions. And plus, we're in Europe as well. So
we look like we're going to sign Johnny Evans as the actual 5th choice. That's looking likely, yeah. Which I don't mind. I don't actually mind it. Like, I don't mind it. If it's one season, that's all it's left. Dressing room, we're getting rid of experience in Varane. You're getting rid of experience in Casemiro. You need someone for that dressing room. People need to understand dressing rooms are important. Right, and people that
he's going to retire after the season anyway.
Yeah. I don't mind that, but I don't mind. The thing is, that I was in favor of Trevor Chalobah personally. I don't think he's mid. I think there's a lot more to his game than people.
Yeah, he's not mid.
No, I rate him.
I want us to get a top first centre back. And if that means we can go get a left centre back and keep Willy Kambawala as the backup option on the right, and he gets some minutes because we're going to be in Europa League and stuff like that. I'm all for that, and I think it depends what business you can do. If you can go get. I want Euro, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he should be our first choice right centre back. I think you can't have a pair of your right centre back choices being 19, 18-year-olds. I know they say if you're old enough, you're good enough and stuff like this, yada, yada, yada. But I think we need a bit of experience in there, someone that's actually played a few seasons than one season. And unfortunately, that's the reason why we might miss out. But there'll be other gems, right?
Yeah.
So I'm quite sold on Taliba. But if someone knows Euro better than me, then obviously try to convince me in it. But
Cass, in your head, are both Maguire and Lindelof leaving, or is one of the two leaving?
Yeah, they both can piss off.
No. I know you want both of them to leave, but do you think that
in my head they'll be gone? Yeah, in my head they'll be gone. I think Lindelof is to generate cash, and I think Maguire.
Okay, so I think
this is prime time to get rid of Maguire, man. It's surely that he'll have some suitors.
Depends on Jason Wilcox.
Yeah.
Well,
Depends on what he
Maguire,
wants.
we just lost our best bet. He's not in the Euro squad, so we just lost our
Oh,
Euro.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know what?
Oh,
He's injured though,
shit, I
right?
know,
He's
man.
injured, though.
It's, that's
Yeah.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
injured. He's injured.
Mhm.
But that F's us up, man, because now, you know what I
25
mean?
million. Someone's taking him.
Ah.
Someone will take him. If they offer 2025, I think we'll take it.
I don't
We'll
see.
take it.
You know what it is though? Last season, was he play? He wasn't playing, was he? Towards the end of the season, was he? He wasn't playing.
Nah,
The
he
season.
No, he wasn't.
So
When
that's-
Sancho came
that's-
back, he
yeah.
wasn't playing.
So that's where the rumors came about. So that's where the media were like, "Yo, man." But now he's actually been playing, and he hasn't got that kind of same feeling as to. It's United have got to force him out or find bids,
Yeah.
or someone has to find bids to buy him.
We
That's what
tried
it's
to
got
sell
down
him this past summer too, like this past season in the start. We tried to sell him, so we're looking to get rid of him. I think that thing is still there. I don't think he's done anything this season for United to be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't sell him. I think it's still there that we're gonna try to sell him. We could easily
I hope so.
Lindelof. We could easily get 20 million. That's Trevor Chalobah money right there. Like that's that money right there. So yeah.
I can't lie. I don't think we get 20 million for Lindelof.
No, I think we could get 20 million for Lindelof.
No,
think
we
so?
get. I'm telling you now, we're getting 10 or 15 max.
Swedish captain, man. That must be like a 5 mil or
Nah,
something.
you know what? No, to be fair, if he has a good Euros,
they're not in the
then-
Euro. They're not in the Euros.
Wait,
They're not in the
are they
Euros.
not in the Euros?
Sweden did not make the Euros. No.
I swear they made the Euros.
I promise
Sweden,
you
no,
they
they
didn't.
didn't.
They
They're like
I don't
Norway,
know.
man.
I
They're
don't even know if they
underperforming.
did, to be fair.
Wait.
They're
I
underperforming,
swear-
man.
I don't
Guys,
know.
get the
Feel
likes up
fine.
as well, man. There's not even enough likes today. 400 likes, we need ASAP. Everyone hit the like button, people. But yeah, go ahead.
Did they make it?
Ah, bro.
No, they didn't make it, man. They're like
But
Norway,
these
man. They
are
underperform.
these man are arse and cheeks, man. Allow it.
Yeah, man. There's always them clubs that you'll see like people like Hungary and that make it because they're just efficient. These teams that just have pretty
that's a shame.
names.
I don't get how Sweden didn't make it though. They have
That's
Isak,
such a joke.
Because they
Gyökeres.
have a shit defense. and a
Oh
shit
my god,
midfield.
Isak
That's
off
why.
the left, Gyökeres. They got some ball. They got that the young kid now, that Bogvali or whatever his name is.
Bro.
Berger.
Bro,
Lindelof.
listen, their
They
attack
got
is their
this-
best part. Who they got in defense? You know any defenders apart from Lindelof?
Augustin.
Oh,
Bro.
come on, man. And also, yeah, exactly. Like, we are worse. Yeah, to be fair, you are worse. Yeah, sorry. You know what I mean? But it's like,
No
these-
way, bro. No way soon. No way soon. Your
I
time will
hope
come.
so, man. I hope 2026 they're there. I
that's
hope so, man. Just to
that's
see
so
like
cheap,
Haaland
man.
get crushed out the
Bro,
group
if an
stages.
attack of Haaland, Odegaard, and Oscar Bob
And
cannot make
they've
the
got
Euros,
Nusa.
Nusa, you got even
Nusa.
Isaac Hansen, who I think will eventually kind of get into that team as
Yeah.
well.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Did
That's
you not
another
see
player
that?
United have missed out as well, man. I don't know how we let Isaac Hansen go, man.
To be fair, he went to his new club and he played like 2 minutes. And
Did you not
Has
see
he?
it?
Yeah, he didn't play that much. I've read Bremen.
Bro, you know, there's a lot of players out on loan, you know, that have basically flopped, you know. You know, United, yeah. When's the last time we had a successful loan for a player? Like, apart from Ahmad last season, Sunderland.
Very
Our
close.
loans
Man
don't
said
really
Michael.
cook like that, you know. Yeah, I mean, man, we sent Martial
good
to
question.
Sevilla. He didn't really cook. We sent Hannibal this season. He didn't really cook.
Alvaro technically had a successful loan at Benfica. They triggered the buy option.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but even then they were 50-50 on it.
Yeah,
Over
I
a
know.
Donny van der Beek, look how he's performed at Frankfurt. Bro, I watched his first two games of that
he never
game.
made it here. This guy never made it here, but Deshaun Bernard had a couple good loan spells in the championship.
Bernard, yeah, he's centre back in it. Whole city. he did.
Jamaican. He had
Lingard
a
at West Ham. Aye, Lingard, bro, he's finished, man.
He was cooking at West Ham, though, to be fair.
I mean, last time was Sancho at Dortmund, no?
Hey,
There you go. That was a loan.
yeah. He's jumped. Yeah, he's jumped.
There's another one that I could name, too. You know, MG11. He also had Getafe.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
they're still figuring out. What did you see some report this today saying that they're still figuring out whether he's going to stay or not? Like, there was some weird report today.
I seen
coming
some
out.
report that he's in like the retained list of Manchester United and stuff like that. But I think we get rid of him for
I
PR
say
reasons.
we should ask for Griezmann and a bit of cash.
They would never sell Griezmann, man.
But I mean, if he's got a 12 million release clause, to say like we'll trigger that, you can have Mason Greenwood for this amount of money, taking it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
They wanted him. They had high interest in him.
How much respectfully do we?
Yeah,
get,
Barcelona
like,
had
40
high
million?
interest in him as well, like in Mason Greenwood. But yeah, we'll see.
I don't think we can get more than 30.
I'm just dreaming, by the way. This is just dream talk. So.
If he's only wanted by the legal clubs and they are broke, so how
I was
much
gonna-
money can we really get?
I was going to say with Sancho, yeah, like in my opinion, we should be keeping him. We should.
Yeah.
We should too.
I'm with you.
Because you know what it is, yeah. Like, there's a lot of United fans that are trying to take the piss out of him, you know, with his whole loan spell here. But if anything, even though he didn't win the Champions League throughout the whole tournament, he was Dortmund's one of their best players, arguably their best attacker.
Him and Sabitzer,
Him and Sabitzer, exactly. He cooked against PSG. Even in the final, I watched the final about twice, by the way. The first half, he was calm. The second half, the whole team died. So it's not a one-man team, innit? Sancho did his thing, and it just proves that Ten Hag's man management is once again shocking. Shocking man management. Like, you've got a guy who can play on both sides, left and the right, especially on the right, and you prioritized Anthony the whole time, and you didn't, and you had Ahmad on the bench. Like, it's crazy. Like, we've ruined so many technically sound players. Like, this is why I'm happy we should be getting rid of Ten Hag. And then if it is like a De Zerbi, he can get the best out of the likes of Kobe, Ahmad, Sancho, them type of players. We need to coach them, innit? We've not had a proper coach in a long time, man. So, you know, like Sancho, he can play on both sides, man. And especially with the creativity that he offers to the strikers, because people will look at his numbers at Dortmund. Oh, he's only got 2 goals, but stats don't tell you everything. He created a lot of chances.
No, they don't tell you everything, man. It's true, you know, when you're deep.
People also forget, like, he was our false 9 in preseason. He was the player that we were looking to play as false 9. And it's so funny that Ten Hag in the last couple of games went back to that false 9 system where Sancho could have played. So it's like, it makes no sense. But I think Sancho, we should keep him for sure. The fallout with him is just with the manager. I'm fully convinced. I think he still wants to play for the club, especially he'll have a point to prove after all this thing that happened this past season. Coming back from Dortmund, he'll have a point to prove. So keep him for sure.
Especially under like a De Zerbi maybe as well.
That's what I'm saying, man. It comes down to the manager. Comes down to the manager.
Honestly, I don't think De Zerbi is the guy that would kind of rejuvenate Sancho.
You think so? The way.
Now, Griggs has got a Sancho agenda, man. I know.
No. I think, for example, like a Poch would get more out of Sancho than a De Zerbi, because I think Sancho's more of a Poch type of winger than De Zerbi. If you look at the way that he has his wingers, they're very 1v1 isolated threats. That's not Sancho's game.
But Sancho can get past his players, though.
He can, but that's not his specialty. His specialty is link play.
He did it against PSG. He got past 13 people, didn't it?
I don't understand why.
It's isolated sequences he can, but I'm talking about like Matoma, for example. Matoma's specialty is 1v1 dribbling, getting past your guy, stuff like that. Sancho loves linking with the fullbacks, all that kind of stuff. A Poch, for example, you look at his kind of wingers, that he likes narrow kind of wingers and that kind of stuff. Sancho for me is a wing fielder. Side note, I love that term. That's his type of player. So it's that kind of stuff. So I think like whether I want like Sancho or not, it's just, if we're gonna bring in a manager, if De Zerbi's the one, I don't see him having a long-term future here. If it's a Poch, potentially. If it's a Tuchel, potentially.
Who's this?
Like, for Sancho, I think.
Why would you not think De Zerbi would like him?
I think I'm not saying I don't think he's the type of guy that will rejuvenate Sancho's career at United. I don't think Sancho is the prototypical.
It's not about rejuvenating, though. It's about playing it. It's not about rejuvenating. It's about just getting.
There's rejuvenating needed to be done, because at this current point at United, he's been a flop.
No, but there's no debating that. No, but the thing is, under Ralph as well, even under Ranić, when he was playing that 4-2-2 and Sancho was playing out wide, he was player of the month.
I remember.
So this
but Rangnick Rangnick doesn't. But listen, what you just said. Rangnick doesn't like isolated wingers. The 4-2-2. That's a wing fielder, because you're playing inverted. That's what I'm talking about with Sancho. The Zerbi, when you look at his wingers, you look at Adingro, who I just mentioned. The kid's a 1v1 specialist. Mitoma is a 1v1 specialist. So if Sancho's gonna play off the left, which if you're saying that, then that's the kind of, on the right, maybe, because on the right's a little bit different.
There's an anomaly there, isn't there, Mr.
Maybe. But I rate Ahmad more than Sancho on the right, so that's just me. So
fight out. Because they could also play in the 10 if need be. I can play the middle.
He literally experimented Sancho in the false 9, and he was doing perfectly fine.
He was cooking.
He was cooking. He was cooking, man. Like
I remember Sancho, Martial, and even Donny van der Beek as well. They were literally all playing some nice football, and the guy comes in. When the Premier League starts, he drops him in the first 3 Premier League games, and we don't see Sancho ever since. What's the point of that whole experimentation? If you're not,
I really think that's why they've fallen out too. I really think that's probably why they've fallen out, because he probably told him like, "You're the man for me, like false 9. We're gonna play this system," and all of a sudden he's just dropped him, and Sancho's like, "What the hell? Like, where was that conversation that we had and all that stuff?" And there's all that shit.
Delow's the perfect.
By the way, whoever just called me an Anthony sympathizer in the comments, you can ask every single person in this show. I am his biggest absolute hater. I am his
Nah. Griggs
No
don't
one's
like
talking
that.
about
Griggs,
it, man.
Anthony
Griggs.
sympathizer.
Griggs, you know it's Saeed and Rance, yeah. I know Rance is in it. Remember when Anthony had that 4 good games? It's like, there's something in Anthony. We should give him like
I promise.
maybe
no,
give him
no.
a
Never call me
chance.
an
Do you remember
Anthony
that?
sympathizer.
I do
yo,
believe though the manager
You
might
can't
give.
get away with that one, you know.
Listen, I do believe the manager, if it is a new manager, like you'll see, Anthony maybe get a new lease of life. I don't think we're gonna sell Anthony. I've given that idea that we're not selling Anthony this summer. So it's like who can rejuvenate his career? You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like, here's what it is.
Sancho has a chance for rejuvenation. There's light at the end of the tunnel for Jadon Sancho potentially. With Anthony, whoever the manager is, whether it's Tuchel, whether it's us, whether it's freaking Zinedine Zidane, I don't care who it is. Anthony's not getting no lease of life. There is no light at the end light at the end of the tunnel for him. Sancho, there is light at the end of the tunnel because I've seen him play under different coaches, and I've seen in instances where he can actually succeed, and he's a good player. Is he my type of winger? Not really, but I can still appreciate his game to a certain level. Anthony, there is nothing to appreciate. Absolutely
It's
zero.
too much for him in the league.
Zero to appreciate. He can retain the
I
ball.
do believe he can ball out, but I just don't think it's in this.
Yeah, Flamengo, Copa Libertadores, man. It makes moves. They make movies over there, bro. They make fantastic movies over there.
Nah, man. Man said, look at that.
Gabigol Barbosa, bro. Go play with him, man. It's cool.
Bro, Gabriel Barbosa was an FM legend, man. I remember playing with him.
Felipe Melo's still hooping in that league, bro. Go play with him. It's cool,
he
man.
is. He is. You know what I mean? I seen him balling out against Man City in the World Cup. Cup, man, it's crazy. Big Ben says our national team Sweden is going through a transition. We all have a lot of up and coming talent over midfield, attack good, goalkeeper and defense bad. And Lindelof as captain of Sweden is dead food. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, it's
they used to be captain by Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, man.
Zlatan, it's crazy. But you know what it is, though, man. Like, as much as you think, you know what, man, United is so bad. Like, there are talented players here, but it's just getting the best out of them, and that's what Ten Hag hasn't done. He's just kind of gone with, let me throw in McTominay here. Let me go throw in this play. Like, if you actually look at the team, there is talent there, but the problem is though, it's like getting the best out of the talent, and that's what Jason Wilcox is probably thinking. He's like, yo, man, I see Ahmad, I see Sancho maybe coming in. I see there's some players, Kobe Mainu. I see some players in the youngsters academy. Like, I see some players, bro. Like, there are players there. Why can't it not work? Like, that's what Jason Wilcox will be thinking. How can I get a manager to not only get the maximum out of these players? Because they're all about performance, right? Brailsford and all these guys, Ineos, they're like, yo, we want to get more out of these players. You're not seeing this. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if you've seen Pelestri last night for Uruguay. It was crazy. And I'm not saying Pelestri is good, What I'm just saying is like, yo, man, like, as much as we think they're bad, we've only seen them in the environment that they're in as well. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying for everyone, by the way. Some people need to go. But there's some people that are just not being like, like, even for me, Mason Mount in a system, if you put him in a good system, he may look good. But we put him in a system alongside, we can't even play him alongside Bruno Fernandes now. So I don't know what his purpose is. You find out what his purpose is. You know what I'm saying? So it's find a manager who
think
can
about
sort
Pelestri. Pelestri was given a chance though. Pelestri played games for us in the start of the season. I remember didn't he go to Bayern? Didn't he start at Bayern?
But to be fair to him, that's a harsh.
Yeah. But I think he got his chance though. I wish I might played the number of games that Pelestri played earlier on in the season. I feel like Pelestri got way more chances than Ahmad did in certain games. Like Ahmad not starting against Newport County in the FA Cup makes no sense. Like games like that, but yeah, Pelestri. That yesterday's game was. I mean, it was the assist was cool.
Mexico,
or whatever.
first of all, they played Mexico.
It's Mexico versus. They lost 4-0. They literally lost like 4-0. Yeah. So yeah.
If we just gotta hope Pelestri has a good Copa America and we could get 15 mil for him and we call it a nice day, man.
I agree.
So you know what's mad with the whole Ahmad thing? What's mad is that Forson is left United, and this manager, this
Forson,
bro,
this manager, man. This manager literally chose Forson ahead of Diallo. That's crazy. And you know what's mad? I've seen the numbers and how many starts Ahmad has played. I think he's played 2 starts, one against Arsenal and the other one was it against, is it the last game we played?
Newcastle? Was it Newcastle?
Newcastle,
Yeah.
Brighton.
Every single cameo we've seen Diallo, he's been literally our best attacker. The way he holds the ball, the way he drives with the ball, the way he dribbles, he hardly ever loses it. It's a different outlet because we've seen Garnacho and we've seen Rashford. They keep losing the ball every time they try to get past their wingers, and it doesn't always work. Diallo is a different profile. So the thing is, this manager, at the end of the day, he don't know how to get the best out of any of these players. We don't actually have a rubbish squad. We're just poorly managed and coached. That's the reason. That's the reason why. Because you can't tell me that Tottenham or Aston Villa have a better squad than us. That's nonsense. They just have better managers. There isn't anyone in that Tottenham team, barring maybe Maddison, that I'd be like, you know what, I'd take him, or maybe Van der Ven.
You're taking Van der Ven and you're taking Christian Romero.
Yeah, but it's only 2 players though, and Romero's rash.
Romero's Udogie. You're taking Udogie.
Oh, now Varane's out. Yeah, Udogie, I'll take. Yeah, I'll take Udogie.
You take
their 11 is good, yeah, but their squad ain't great. You know what I mean? Same with Villa. Their 11 is good, but their squad ain't great. You know what I mean? They don't have like 4 or 5 wingers if they need to replace. You know what I mean? Their current wingers. Like, bro, we got Ahmad, we got so many players like Garnacho. There's other players available that if it don't go well, you've got players on the bench. They don't take that. You know what I'm saying? So I think these guys have good 11s, but as a squad, we've got good squad-ish if you get the maximum out of it. You know what I mean? But again, it's just replacing the quality. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've never rated Romero. I swear down when he's good on the ball.
We have no right center back right now.
Yeah.
Bro, he's literally Marcus Rojo, but right-footed, bro. I'm telling you. He's literally
no.
He's Marcus Rojo, but right-footed.
Christian Romero is a much better defender than Marcus Rojo.
We don't need Romero like that. We just need a centre-back with similar profile to Varane, with good recovery speed, who's strong to complement Lissandro. That's why we're linked with
Lenny Euro.
Tadibo's there, man.
The Tadibo links are quieting down. They're not really there.
He's a Nice player as well, literally. So I mean,
Tadibo's a Nice player. So
bring me Lenny Euro, man.
Tadibo, man.
Lenny Euro, I know, man, but bro, I mean, are you worried about the fact that he does dive in a lot for his tackles and that? It's a little bit like, you know,
he's a young center back.
Yeah,
it'll get fixed. But my only concern.
No, but you know what? He's so sick at them though, Saeed. So sick at them though. Be real, the diving in stuff.
Bro, he's very agile. He has good physical attributes. The only issue is that he was at Wembley to watch Real Madrid. Real Madrid have flirted with him. The moment Real Madrid step in for a player, you've already lost. It's clear.
You've already lost. It's game over.
Yeah. There's no especially for French talent. When it comes to French talents, they're superior to every single person on this planet. So that's the only issue. But if we can get him, even this for like 3-4 years, he's the best center back prospect in France for a country that pretty much breeds out center back prospects for fun these days. It's Saliba, Konate, Khan.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, for me, I would rather just go, like, I know he's young, and he's got, like, I don't know, I've not really watched him like that. For me, I would just rather go get Tadibo, who I think he's like in it, 26, 25, you know, but he's physical. He's physical as well. That French league, by the way, and it might not be competitive yet.
24.
What it does have is that it's got physicality, so it won't be that difficult to translate to the league. Of course, you're going to need to adapt here, but the physicality is just as physical as in the Prem. So for me, Tadibo, if we get 2 centre-backs, a left-back, a couple of midfielders, then I think that's what Ineos are trying to look at. That's why we're not really linked with Elise. Not linked, but we're not prioritising that right wing spot. So getting
No. It's crazy, bro. Because at the end of the day, this is what United do all the summer. And this is why I'm glad Jason Wilcock's here, man, because that John Murtough would have ran towards that Elise signing. You know what I mean? Let's be real, man. But the fact that we need pressing issues, you know, midfield or centre-backs, they're pressing issues, man, and maybe a forward. But right now, I feel like for me, the wingers, there's a lot of them out there, man. There's too many we got right now. You know what I mean, bro? Like, even when Pelestri comes back, they're going to look at the actual numbers. They're going to be like Pelestri, Sancho, Ahmad, Garnacho, Rashford, Anthony. That's 6 wingers.
Still need to get rid of Mason as well, innit? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Mason, yeah. So that's 7 wingers on the books right now at United. Bro, 7. Come on, man. And they're thinking, we don't actually need... Even though Chelsea have got probably similar, but at the same time, their quality is just not there, innit? Like, let's be honest. Sterling, is he going to leave?
I know we don't need a winger though, but like the opportunity for players like I'd say okay, at least it would.
I know. I hate
but
you.
like if a Desiree Doué, we've been linked with Rennes, who is one of the hottest French prospects as well, bro. 40 mil for a kid like that, bro. You forget about the depth and stuff like that. If there's a player in there that can be a world beater, you just go and get him, and you worry about the issues later. Like you can't miss out on talents like that, because United have missed out on these type of talents for a long time. For example, we talk about Ligue 1, by the way. The last time we signed a Ligue 1 talent was Martial in 2015. It's been 9 years.
Yeah.
Look how many we've missed. Look how many we missed out on in the past 9 years that come from that league. We need to go get these guys, especially from Rennes, who is, in my opinion, one of the best academies in the world today. Camavinga, even have
Camavinga one was tough.
Matisse Tell, you have Doku, you have Desiree Doué, so they have a proven track record with wingers.
Oh, you can't go Tottenham, man. Please don't let him go Tottenham.
Who?
Oh, Desiree, they don't want that. They want the Doué brothers, don't they?
Do they?
Nah, we can't let a player that we can't let a player that quality go to that.
They won't.
That's embarrassing, bro.
They're linked with some. They're linked with some bad boys. This other than obviously that team.
Tottenham, I can't lie. I think Tottenham might struggle next year. You know, I said it before and I'll say it again. They just lost their assistant manager as well today. Don't know if you've seen it. He's apparently the brains behind Ange Postecoglou's team. They're keeping Werner. I'm telling you now, man. I think Tottenham might be able to. I think Tottenham will struggle next year. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't know who they're actually signing. What's their actual plan? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I could be wrong.
See who they sign, like the rest of the
I've seen them linked I don't know if it's true, but I've seen them linked to like Tony and Eze. I mean, if they get Eze,
then they're cooking.
Can you imagine?
Bro, Eze, listen, I'll take Eze at United for me.
Yeah, same. No brainer. Eze is no brainer, man. Yeah, so good.
The thing is, at Tottenham, like I think Ange is actually a good manager, but it's just that first 11 is not good. Like I've seen him trying to link to Gallagher, bro. Come on, Gallagher, he's not that good.
That's pathetic.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's his ID or that's the owners. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like his talent ID is a little bit sus, but he. The thing is, this is a problem though, and this is not even a problem. This is the good thing about managers. If you've got a coach who can sort that out and narrow the gap, I think you could do better. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, if this is truly Ange's talent ID, then yo, bro, big red flag, honestly. Like 100%. Werner, keeping Werner, Conor Gallagher, he's also signed Brennan Johnson too, like last year. Red flag, big red flag. I have a lot of Spurs friends who told me that if they sign Conor Gallagher, they're Ange out that moment. So a lot of Spurs fans told me that. So
bro, Tottenham fans are funny, man. Like they're saying as if they've not just had Conte and Mourinho, bro. Listen, I actually think Ange. You know what? I actually think if they was to back Ange with like a lot of resources, he could do something because he came in.
I agree.
What position did he come? Was it fifth?
Yeah.
So come on, we're talking about Werner. This is why I talk about our first 11. It's way better. It's better than Tottenham's. And the fact that we came 8th is a disgrace. This is why we should be getting rid of this manager, bro. Like he's got so many resources at this club, and even when you do give him resources, he doesn't know what to do with it.
True.
So, like, Tottenham. Bro.
This the super chat here coming in, and guys, keep liking the video, people. We need to get to that 400 like mark if you can. So smash your likes up. Big up MDN Summer. Oh, sorry. Big up Nate says Sod Mbappe. We have Scott McTominay, guys. Lol. Big up Nate. Big up to MDR Summarize says big up the panel. Thanks for always putting the work in for us. Thank you, mate. 85 million for Neves. Yes or no? Smash the likes and stay blessed. Big up MDR Summarize. Yeah, I wanted to touch on that because today there were some rumors about this report from Record Sports says George Mendes brought an offer of 51 million from Man United for Benfica Joao Neves, but the club turned it down. They want at least 85 million, which is wild, man, for a player like him. Nowhere near. Like, I don't think United should be going anywhere near anyone above 60 million, bro. I'll be real with you.
Kobe Mainoo did not exist.
If you can get, but if you can get him. If you can get it for maybe 60 mil or something, 62 million or so, something low value, and you can amortize it correctly as well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Of course you have to.
Yeah.
That's a gem then.
Like 45 million with 15 million, like, add-on fees or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
the fact, if it's true, Man United actually, it's true that Man United, oh my God. Anyways, no, sorry.
What's that?
No, this comment, it's
Liverpool
breaking my heart. It's breaking my
No,
heart.
I just seen Fabrizio Manos just put a video out and saying they made contacts. Bro, listen, everybody's working, man.
I just lost my train of thought. You know what? Never mind. Continue. Just continue.
Bro, they got Michael. What's the guy? Edwards. Who's coming? Edwards, man. They're serious, man. Listen,
you know what this is,
I don't
Griggs?
know.
You know what this is, Griggs?
Do
you remember when Sporting Lisbon? Do you remember when Sporting Lisbon when we remember we was on the train of we wanted Palinha and Mateus Nunes? It feels like that. Coop Miners is going elsewhere, and then Edison's going elsewhere. It feels like that all over again. I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, João Neves is a baller. I think he's a great player, and if Kobe Manu did not exist, I would understand why United want to spend a lot of bread on him. I worry about the fit, bro. Like,
bro, imagine them two in midfield. You can't happen, man.
On the ball, it's absolute quality. Don't get it twisted. On the ball, it's supreme
physicality,
quality.
though.
I worry about the physical because Neves, like, by the way, for his height, he's fantastic defensively. For his height, he's amazing in duels. He's a pit bull. He's a pit bull. It's just it's just I don't like the fit, man. Like he'd pretty much be like a Gucci version of like Fred, for example. Like the supreme version, but
the Nando's version. You know what I'm saying, man?
Well, we just have Kobe Manu already, so I don't think the fit for him. I want United to prioritize when looking at midfielders how to build around Kobe Manu because he is the crown jewel in this midfield. Like you have to pretty much kind of get it, but like
another thing is like I don't want us to get scammed by teams again and just overpay for players and not be able to walk away. I feel like one of the big things about we're trying to get a structures is to be able to walk away from certain deals rather than just get pulled in and just pay extra cash for no reason. Because that's what happened with Sancho. We were linked with Sancho for 2 years. We ended up paying way more. Antony, same thing. Like we just get scammed by these clubs left and right. So that's another thing what I don't want is like if they put a certain price tag, you go inquire about a player and they're saying, no, we want this one. Okay, just be able to walk away from that deal. Simple as that. Become strict in negotiations because we've just been getting absolutely scammed left and right by certain clubs. They know they can get a bag off of us because they know that we'll pay up. So that's why I just think
you're looking at a little bit. In my opinion, the midfield where there are so many good midfielders in the world of football right now.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like we don't need to overpay for certain players, even though I rate Neves. But like Cass said too, if it's 50 or 60 million, I'm for it. But 85 is just ridiculous. Like
and at that price, by the way, if United are really ready to spend 60+ mil on a midfielder, bro, just go Crystal Palace and go ask
Eze or someone. Yeah.
I am ready.
Wharton. How much would Wharton cost, do you reckon? Adam Wharton.
I don't care if it's 70 mil. I promise you, I am ready for United to pay whatever the price is to get that guy. United, by the way, can have 3 signings this summer, and I am perfectly fine with them. If United get Desiree Doué, Adam Wharton, and Lenny Yoro if you were only allowed 3 signings, 150 mil. You go spread that.
Then we're running up Chelsea FC settings all over again with the new Chelsea. Hear me out. Obviously, talent is talent, bro. I hear it, yeah, and we all love talent, but we need to be at a point where we can't be like, what can they become? We need and what we feel they're going to become. We still need players that are here right now that are already made at the same time. Otherwise, we do what Don does and Ches done last summer, and all the Chelsea fans gas it up, say, yeah, look at our preseason, this, that, and the other. And before you know it, something else happens. And before you know it, one of them's injured. And before you know it, one of them's not really hitting the heights because of maybe the manager, maybe this and that. This is, unfortunately,
but Chelsea have been signing players from Ukrainian league and stuff like that. Well, by the way, Lenny Yoro played 1 full season in France and in Europe. He played in the Conference League the full year. Desiree Doué, Rene, full season, Europa League. Adam Wharton, Championship, which I think the Championship is one of the after Ligue 1. I think for the Premier League specifically, the Championship is the second best league.
Yeah,
and for Crystal Palace, I know it could be just like a new signing type something like that, but he has been absolutely sensational for Crystal Palace. And just from one game, Gareth Southgate decided to keep him over all those other experienced England players. He saw him and said, like, I can use you. And when you look at who could put next to Kobe Manu, Adam Wharton fits the profile.
It sounds like that does sound like a good partnership, but then I'd be, for me anyways, I'd be.
I understand the age.
I'd be contradicting myself with the Euro. If I might say Wharton, but then I'd be contradicting myself with the Euro take. I guess I would choose 19-year-old right centre back.
I understand. I understand. It's like it's a risk, and United aren't really. We don't have the kind of the core stability to be able to fluctuate.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get.
At the end of the day, like you said, talent is talent, and what United have lacked for a very long time is talent. We need talented players that are ready to be taking the next step. Okay, maybe Desiree Dewey is a little bit young, so maybe not this summer for him. But Lenny Yoro, you just have to go get him because there's too much competition. You can't lose out on that. And Adam Morton, come next summer, every single Premier League club in the Big Six will be in for him.
We'll be in for him. Trust me.
They will only be in for him.
Yep. 100%, man. It's
yeah,
crazy. Freddie Duman, fair play to him.
That's why I wanted him at United. Dougie Freeman was my number one choice for director of football, but I think what Ratcliffe wants is he doesn't want just a recruitment specialist. He wants a businessman kind of guy that could also kind of help behind the scenes and stuff like that. The women's team, they have to go worry about that, by the way, because there's a lot of stuff going over there too. Ashworth has experience with that at Brighton. He helped coordinate with the women's team. Freeman's just a recruitment guy. He looks at talent and be like, okay, this guy's great. Let me bring him in. That's why United offered him the recruitment specialist job, but he didn't want a demotion. So it is what it is. But
yeah. Quickly look at the England squad before we kind of talk about it. But yeah, man, I think the England squad, man, Kobe Mainu made it as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. I low-key didn't want him to go there because I was like, yo, man's gonna suffer from burnout here because obviously he's gonna be at the Euros, and then obviously I don't know if he'll play, if I'm being honest with you, but if he does play,
he'll play.
He is playing, isn't it? You'll realize, innit? He'll play, innit? But yeah, keepers Dean Henderson, Jordan Pickford, Aaron Ramsdale. Their defense is probably the worst I've seen ever, man. Lewis Dunk, Joe Gomez, Gahey, Konza, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker.
I'm sorry. Can I talk about this very real quick? I'm sorry. Lewis Dunk making it over Jared Branthwaite is absolutely ludicrous.
Half paid tax, man. Just half paid tax.
That is absolutely. Also, by the way, Tosin, who didn't even get called up to England, I promise you, he's better than 3 of those guys over there.
Oh my god! If you don't laugh,
no, Tosin's Nigeria. He chose Nigeria, I think.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He's England international still.
Is he?
International, so yeah, he's still international.
Yeah, Tamori as well. He's
Tamori.
There's so many, man.
That squad.
Donk has been shit, bro. He's been all over the place. But again, it's that kind of Maguire replacement, isn't it? That's the problem, man. The fact that Branthwaite, but I think Branthwaite not going though could be a good thing for United because then now
United, it's absolutely sensational.
Because now they can actually go and bid for Branthwaite, and he's not going to be distracted by England. Do you know what I mean? So if they want to be quick, go and get Branthwaite. You know what I'm saying, and sort it out like that. So
we really do want him. We're really cheesing for this guy, innit? Like it goes to show, innit?
For the right price.
Yeah.
For the right price, I think we're involved, man.
Do you not rate him though? Do you not rate him?
Like, yeah, I rate him.
I like the look of him.
I rate him. Yeah.
You know my opinion on him.
I think in the right. I think with the right partnership, Branthwaite, because he's left-footed, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he's left-footed.
I believe so. Yeah.
He's quite tall as well. So I think under a guy who's got pace, I think he'd do all right. To be honest, I just don't see us like paying over the odds for him because like I think Everton were looking for like 70 mil. I wouldn't pay 70. I wouldn't pay 70 mil for
50. I'm maxing
no more than 45. No more than 45.
I agree. Yeah,
45, 50. I think is his sweet spot for me.
Well, but yeah, that England squad's media, by the way, it's so average. Like,
I'm sorry, in what world is Trent Alexander-Arnold?
That England team, yeah. I'm looking because you know what? Because England, like, bro, people would be overrating this England team. Like, big up Kobe as well in that midfield. I see he's gonna die in that midfield alone. Like, he's got Gallagher.
Bro.
He's gonna die in that midfield. Even the
midfield is dead. Obviously, Eze will be in that midfield alongside Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden. But obviously, you know what I mean? It's just so like I don't know. It's just it feels like it's got quality in there, but then it doesn't feel like it's got quality. I don't know, man. It's weird.
By the way, this is worse than the World Cup squad.
Yes, I agree. World Cup squad was better, 100%.
I just don't. First of all, I don't know why Tony and Watkins are both there. There's no reason for both of them to be there. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
just choose one of them.
Maybe penalty shootout, maybe.
No,
I see one winger that makes runs in behind in Anthony Gordon. The rest of them all both feet players. Especially when you have a striker like Harry Kane who drops.
Bro, we could be going out of group stages, man. I think England might go out of group stages.
By the way, Denmark got some.
No, don't do that. Don't,
bro. Everyone thinks it's an easy group, you know.
If we go out in the group, I will smash up my computer.
There's too much quality. There's too much quality.
Now, generally, guys, they're playing Slovenia, who will sit back. You're playing Denmark, who will sit back. To be fair, Serbia are quite attacking, but listen, man, it's going to be 3 teams that will want to try and win.
I'm not going to lie. Mitrovic against those center backs, they might get bullied.
Yeah,
Honestly,
man.
knowing Southgate too, he probably plays Lewis Dunk in most of the games as well. Knowing Southgate,
Nah,
probably
nah,
play
nah.
him.
I think it'll
We
be
look at-
I think it'll be
Shocking,
Guehi
man.
and Stones. I think it'll be Guehi and Stones.
Yeah, but like I said, bro, that squad's not that good.
Man said he wants to go out early, bro. I swear that would be the worst thing ever. They sack him, and then we hear about this, bro. I swear
I'm becoming a Crystal Palace fan. I don't care.
Bro, I swear that I'm watching Real
I'm not
Madrid. I'm
still
gonna get a Real Madrid kit, man. I'm bye-bye, mate. Hello Madrid, man, every week, man. You know, United, see you later, man.
What join Mike? Mike, love United, hate Glazers. Him,
Bro, listen,
We're
man.
not- we're
You know
not
what I
wave.
mean? Comunicada, official comunicada. You know what I mean?
Comunicado oficial.
I'm telling you,
Comunicado
man.
oficial.
Saeed joins Real Madrid. Telling you, man. Nah, that would be crazy, man. But I don't think that would happen anyway, to be honest with you. Yeah, they got 4 players in the English one. Moving like United back in the day. Remember United used to have like Wayne Rooney. Like,
Shout out,
who
shout
else
out
did they
Crystal
used to have?
Palace, man.
Smalling, Cleverly.
Yeah,
Bro,
Yeah,
they
we're
used to have
taking most of the
Welbeck.
space.
they have the
Bro,
most players. Palace is
You-
being represented the most at the Euros, and I think
That's
Tottenham, for the
mad.
first time, don't have a single player going in the England
Yo,
squad.
yeah, by the way, what did you think
Yeah.
about that, the Madison? Like, I thought that was Rashford 2.0, man. Like,
I
come
don't
on,
think he would
mate.
have played. I don't think he would have played anyways.
But
Yeah,
why are you
Madison's
making a
not been
statement?
good. He's
Why are
not
you
been
making a
good.
statement, though? Why are you making
Since
a
he came back from
statement?
his
It's a bit
injury,
weird.
he's not been good.
People are saying it's a bit honest and that, but broski, like, you didn't get picked in it. Like, why are you making a
Mhm.
statement, bro? I don't know, man.
I
Everything
don't see.
deserves
I
a
don't see
statement.
what. I don't see. What's wrong with that? Really? Come
Nah,
on,
man. Come on, man. You
No,
know,
you're
saying?
disappointed. Like he's hot. Like, bro, the guy's
Yeah.
heartbroken, isn't it? We all say our emotions on Twitter, no? Like, don't you agree?
I get it, but I just thought for me it was a long-winded statement about why you've not performed, bro. That's what happens in it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just don't get.
I'm surprised
You know what I'm
Grealish
saying?
didn't make it. I'm not gonna lie.
The
thought-
Maguire one was different because he
He's
said he
injured.
was injured, so therefore that's why he can't make it.
By the
That's
way, did you see Neil Mope? Posted
Oh,
the
yeah,
Dortmund-
yeah.
That was sensational.
He's a rat.
That was sensational, bro. Let me show you the tweet. All right, this guy's
Yeah,
a
man.
legend.
I love
I
it.
Yeah,
swear
man.
down, bro. He is a legend. Everybody hates on him, yeah, but bro,
He's
He's,
funny,
an,
man.
he's an elite troll, man.
If only
he's
he
an
was
elite
good.
troll.
If only he was good. If he was actually good, he'd be a top tier villain.
Bro,
He's
top
not-
10
he's not
villain.
good.
My man posted this, you know, guys. He did this. And for those that know the context behind it, it's because of this. That's a celebration. Madison celebration, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Look
then
at this
Mope
guy
did
here.
it,
Look at this
and
guy
Mope
here.
did it after him.
Look at this guy. Movitus have never been capped by France senior side. Is likely looking for a new club as he returns to Everton after his loan spell. You got to worry about other things. He rattled him, man. He rattled him. He rattled his Tottenham fan base. That is elite. Like, yo. And then he rattled Ty the other day as well. Remember Ty?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He
Did y'all
got
see
beef
Ty-
against.
did y'all
He
see
just
the
has beef with
FTV
North
video?
London, man. Yeah, bro, he just has beef with North
Bro.
London. It's cool.
Look
Did you
at
see the
this.
response
Ty,
side?
you ready?
Yeah.
Ty,
Let's
who's
say you
Ty?
ready.
Ty?
Ty from
AFTV.
AFTV?
Yeah,
Oh.
Ty for AFTV. Because obviously, remember, Neo Mope, this is the video. Is there a video out there?
No Mope, you're
You're
a
a
cheat.
cheat.
I hope
You're a
Brighton get
disgrace. I hope Brighton get
Yeah,
relegated.
I don't know if the video's there, yeah.
Oh,
But,
I think it's just up there. You missed.
No, that was Lee Judges.
But-
Yo,
Nah, that
that
was the
game
judges.
though, like that Brighton Arsenal
Oh,
game,
was
was
it?
AFTV
Oh,
sensational.
he's
Like,
funny.
That was peak AFTV, man. I
Sensational.
can't lie. Them lockdown times,
Yeah,
aye,
sensational.
sensational, man. Sensational. Can't lie.
Bro.
Neo Mope could play for Argentina. Could he? Nah, I don't think
Isn't
so.
he, is he not French or something?
He's
Nah,
French.
I think he
French,
is
yeah.
a little bit Argentinian, but
Is he?
yeah. But
Yeah.
who is he playing over? He's not better
He's
than
not going to
Julian
start in
Alvarez.
either of those
or
teams,
Martinez.
France or Argentina, for real.
Yeah, nah, listen, I don't know, man. But Madison, he had a poor second season, man. Second half of the season, he was poor. He didn't deserve to be in there. I think everyone else is probably, apart from Lewis Dunk. I mean, listen, Konza had a decent season for Aston Villa. He could play right back, centre back. I get that. He's a bit versatile, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So that's where I believe he might want to. Do you know
Is
what I mean?
Luke Shaw in it? Because Luke Shaw's been injured a lot for us. So is he in it as well?
Yeah,
He's always
I
fit.
think I think he's
That
gonna be. I guess he's getting
that brother is always fit for England, man.
Yeah, for real.
Bro, listen, we need to get rid of that guy, bro. I'm telling you.
Get rid of him, man.
Yeah.
I've had enough of Luke Shaw, bro. Like this guy.
Luke Shaw, bro. I don't know how he's staying there, bro. That's
Bro.
it's a myth. But you know what it is, though? It's because they don't have no
Yeah.
left backs.
Yeah, they have no left back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Chilwell's rubbish, isn't
How
he?
about you know what I find insane? Trippier's been getting ripped up all season, yeah. And if you don't go and bring someone like Reece James, who's been a back for the last few, someone that actually is good, like he's been playing good as well since he's back. I don't
Yes.
understand that one.
The experience,
Crazy.
I guess it's like experience.
Because they're doing Trent in midfield, aren't they?
If you think about it, by the way,
crazy
by the way, because John Stones and Luke Shaw are the only. Oh no, Kyle Walker too. To be fair, yeah, you're right. There's no need for trips.
Yeah,
What's that? Sorry, Trippier. Oh my god.
I was thinking about experience because like you lose Maguire, so you need kind of more of a like you need another leader in there kind of stuff. But you already have Walker, you have John Stones, you have Luke Shaw.
England needs to
you already have Konza too, who could also play as a right back.
Also, Trent. By the way, Trent is not a midfielder. They need to stop thinking that he's a midfielder. He can invert into midfield, but he is not a midfielder.
That's what I was saying.
Bro, his awareness.
We're asking for Southgate to do tactics, and that's beyond.
By the way, there's a high chance that Declan Rice's pivot partner is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Go up against Spain, against Rodri and Pedri, and see what happens against that midfield. They're gonna get rinsed apart.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna rip them apart.
Crazy.
Germany are gonna have a pivot of Ilkay Gundogan and Toni Kroos. How are you gonna meant to go up against that? Portugal, João Palhinha and Vitinha, or
Portugal squad don't even bother. All right, listen.
Is he gonna play? Because I saw bare lineups, by the way, with Bellingham, Rice, and Kobe, and that's the most imbalanced midfield I've seen in my life. Because all of them, they're all better.
By the way, I know what my starting midfield for England will be, but Arsenal fans are gonna get on to me. I have to do Kobe, Wharton, and and Bellingham. Let's call it a day, but they're gonna be like
Kobe, Wharton, and Bellingham.
Oh, that's a cool midfield.
Look, listen, Bellingham's one of them where.
Declan Rice is starting. He's Declan Rice.
Bellingham in the 10. I think it's gonna be bad news, man.
He's not a number 10, is he? He's not a number 10.
He's an 8. It works for Madrid because Madrid are Madrid.
In theory, it should work though. In theory, it should work.
But
because Kane drops deep, and you think Bellingham was gonna go in behind. You know what I mean? But Southgate tax, man. Bring Foden there. Foden is he's a natural 10.
Because Palmer's probably going to play. Palmer's probably going to play on the right, and then Foden 10. But I mean, that's what's probably going to happen.
Yeah,
I think
Palmer right.
I think Saka is going to play right.
I think Palmer's
Palmer's way better. Bukayo Saka is England's second time highest.
I think Palmer's better than Saka.
So you're going to start someone inexperienced there. Crazy.
By the way, why do you think? By the way, just a quick one, before we wrap up. Like, why do you think England don't produce like direct left wingers? Like, what is it like with England? They've only had Stuart Downing.
Oh my God, Stuart Downing.
No, direct left wingers, like out and out left wingers.
Yeah, what's
like
Walcott?
No, I'm talking about like left-footed left wingers. Sorry,
left-footed
left wingers.
Yeah, left-footed left wingers. Why is it England don't produce it?
It's just not the way forward these days, isn't it? Like it's just modern football.
No, but I've just always thought of it because even back in the day, like we rarely had it, with England. We used to have like Stuart Downing, you know what I mean?
England has had a left winger issue for a while anyway. Like I like Rashford probably been. I hope he starts. But I think the issue with England is midfielders. They do not know how to profile midfielders. If the fact that they think that Trent Alexander-Arnold is good enough in midfield to start at an international tournament is absolutely a sackable offense within itself. When you have other players in that midfield, bro, even Conor Gallagher, for example, who's not that good, is a better midfield option than Trent. He's a midfielder. He has awareness to be a midfielder. Trent will not know what his surroundings are in the midfield when he plays there. He's going to get lost. Trent's not the best of dribblers. He's a fantastic passer of the ball. Don't get it twisted. One of the best
we've ever seen. The ball, that's true.
But that's not all that midfield's about. Especially when you play in a deeper role, you need to have the awareness, the intelligence, all that kind of stuff. You're gonna look at Germany with Toni Kroos, who's gonna have about 95% pass accuracy every game. Like
I agree. He's got good qualities. It's about using him correctly. Do you get what I'm saying?
He's a right back. Just use him at right back and invert him. That's all you got to do. It's not that complicated. But this guy, he wants to play Kyle Walker because Kyle Walker's recovery pace and that kind of stuff.
No, I agree. I don't think he's like press resistant. I don't think he's a good ball progressor, carrier as well. I just feel like he's good at pinging the ball, but that position's not right for him for that. Stay in the right back role, 100%. Because we'll probably see the United midfield of this past season where, Casemiro's just left alone and running around all the time because certain players are just not in their position, like Trent example. But
I get Trent playing midfielder in the academy. I don't care what he did at under 18s and under 21s. That's not senior football, especially at an international level. You're going up against some of the best midfield talents in world football. Portugal have an elite midfield. Germany have an elite midfield. Spain have an elite midfield. Even Italy. What's Trent going to do against the likes of Jorginho? Locatelli didn't get called up, but still my case. Who else is there? France. What do you think? Chouameni, Rabiot, Camavinga, Griezmann are gonna do to him. They're gonna bully him. It's just I just don't like I don't like what Southgate's done with the squad. He hasn't prioritized international.
Bro, he's made it worse and worse. He actually got it to a good level, but it's actually getting progressively worse, man. So
there's no runners in attack. There's no runners in attack. There's a lack of midfielders. There's no conduct. If Trent's your conductor, they're cooked. You can't let Trent be your conductor.
Yeah.
Defense, you have one senior center back in John Stones that's played at international level.
Yeah, but he's not. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and John Stones has had a bad season for his standards. He was not good for City this year. He even got benched by Pep, and it wasn't injury wise.
That guy is so overrated, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Your left back in Luke Shaw, who's usually reliable for you, is not going to be fit 100%. So you're going to be risking him. Bro, it has the makings of a squad that was meant to be a top 3 squad in the continent. And bro, I'm looking at clubs like Denmark, for example, have a chance to be better than them.
You see Ericsson cooking, by the way. Did you see Ericsson cooking for Denmark?
Yeah, but international football, man. I'm not buying into that.
I seen his sofa score. Like I seen some website. It was a full 10. He had like a goal.
Yeah, he was sensational. I can't lie, man. He's an international player, man. You know what I mean? I can't lie to you, man. International football just suits some players, man. They look unbelievable international. As soon as they come to cup football, they look cooked, man. But even then, I still think Ericsson in a good system might do well. But right now, the way we play, never.
I was disappointed by Ericsson this season. I thought he played really well last season. Like he was a core part of our midfield.
We had structure last season a little bit. We were a bit more regimented. This season, bro, he's playing the same way. Bro, the midfield's so wide open, bro, and it's just transition every time. So I don't know. But listen, we're gonna wrap up here, man. It's been a good show, man. Thanks to everyone watching. Please do leave a like on the video if you can. That would be amazing. We went past 400 likes. That was sensational. If you could get it to 500, that would be amazing. And yeah, man, keep liking the video, man. And we'll see you lot tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning. I reckon there could be a sacking tomorrow, guys. I predicted tomorrow sacking. Let's see, man. Let's see. Inshallah, man. We get that news tomorrow that Ten Hag is sacked. You know what I mean? We get this. When you see this, you know what I mean? The breaking news. And we see it, bro, it's going to be sensational. Right there, people. You know what I mean? Breaking news. But we'll see. Griggs, I'll see you tomorrow. Debate show. What are you telling me? Anything else you got coming up?
Next week, I'm going to start the Euro content and articles. I'm going to do like players to watch out for every team and kind of spread it out because I think there's a lot of young talent to watch out for in these Euros. It's going to be a good tournament.
Yeah, man. Big up to Sheik as always, man. Love for coming on, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it every single time.
Yeah, man. Big up, man. Ahmed, thanks. Solid debut, man. Big up, man.
Now, big up to you for having me on. Great show, great panel. Big up the comment section as well. And yeah, thanks for having me on, man. And big up Diallo as well.
Come on, man. Big up Diallo, man.
Big up Diallo, bro. Big up Diallo.
Yeah, come on, man. Big up, man. Big up Winston, man. Nah, it's okay, bro. We'll be back live again tomorrow. But yeah, man, rewatch the show back. And yeah, man, thanks for tuning in. Kaz, big up as well, man.
Yeah, nice one, man, as always. Debate shows, transfer new rounds up. I'm actually liking it. So I don't know why I feel a lot more relaxed for some reason with streaming at the moment. But yeah, man, goated.
Come on, man, people. Make sure you check out Never a Foul. Always live, you know what I mean? So make sure you check them out. And yeah, man, I'm gonna be going live on Don's channel, Chelsea. Apparently they're saying that they got a better project than us. So we're gonna be debating that. So head over there, Saeed TV raid. Let him know that I sent you over there. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit over there, man. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.